Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, You Someplace, and today, on Friday, November 13th, 2020, I'm back with some more walkthrough gameplay for you guys, but this time for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, part number 2. At the end of part number 1, King Harald basically made his ultimate move towards unifying all the clans in Norway and eventually creating what would become Norway. And Sigurd was not too happy that his father, King Sigurborn, I think that's how you say it, but his father, the leader of the Raven clan, ended up bending the knee towards King Harald. And it was for a just cause. Like, he was just tired. At his age, he had seen so much bloodshed between the clans that he was just done with all that. And he saw King Harald as the one way of preventing any more bloodshed and instead unifying the clans. So he went ahead and bent the knee, but Sigurd wasn't happy because that was his inheritance that he took away, essentially. But it propelled us, both Sigurd and Eivor, who were playing as the main character, propelled us to take the leap and go towards England. Oh yeah. We're about to head towards England finally. It wasn't that long. I would say it was like a good 2-3 hours depending on how long you explore. Like 3 hours, yeah. And then you start heading towards England. That's where the majority of the game, I'm pretty sure, is going to take place. Although before we do get started, let me set up the stream. Put the right descriptions, the right tags, all that good stuff. But let me start this meanwhile. Okay, YouTube Studio. Go live. We live. Oh, we live. We are live. We are live. Look how fast it loads. Like, before I could even finish setting everything up, it's already there. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. For Ubisoft as well. Live chat and live chat. Seems good. Everything seems good. Check. Gotta make sure. Is that red tags? Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. Now, let me just share it on my page. And oops. Just share it. Okay, now I need to put the volume up on my mic. It's not loud enough. There we go. I think right there would be a lot better. Let me check. A little bit more. Feels better, but a little more. There we go. 1.1. That's about right. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Let me check. That's about right. That's what I'm talking about. There we go, baby. Woo! Just had to get it right. It's because I was using the chat link, guys, and it made the volume be so much lower, so that's why I had to put the mic a lot lower, or else it sounded way too high. Now I had to adjust it accordingly. If only I would have noticed that yesterday. That would be nice. Yeah, what didn't? Very nice. But it's okay. It's okay. It happens. It's alright. Now we know. Okay. Live streaming. Boom. Shake that there. Boom. Little facial. Okay. Here. Page. Post. Bam. Let's go to the use some. Bam. Use some fabric. Camus of YouTube. Camus of Tube. And shirt over here. Last but not least, shirt over here. Let's go, guys. Let's get going with the first. Well, not the first. I'm used to saying first match. Let's get going with part number 2. There. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get going with the first. Not the first. I'm used to saying first. Let's get going with part number 2. That was quick. This fucking console's so fast, man. I'm used to like it taking a while, cause I upgraded from the OG PlayStation 4. Kinda still trips me out. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's already ready. It's already ready. It's already ready, guys. It's already ready. Alright, let me disconnect my headphones. Solo déjame conectar los audífonos. Los headphones. Whoa. Careful, they're able. Sorry, speak to signal dots. Telling you to climb me, man. jump there. Oh, I need the item? There we go.
Welcome. Thank you for selling to me. I can fetch this if you want.
Oh wow.
I have those if you want them.
Can't buy them? What?
This is available for purchase. A solid purchase.
By 19. Oh, what the fuck? Probably already filled up.
I have those if you want them. A smart purchase.
I'm gonna get this many.
That all you need?
I'm off. Be well, friend. Aid me. Be my eyes.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there is a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
Time to go.
I am ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance is past. Look!
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
Damn.
It is easy to lose one's way on the road to glory. Do not let false victories blind you to what is true.
You talk of false victories to me, old man? A sad old bear who destroyed his honor with one bent knee. The further I sail from this place, the louder I will sing.
I will be his anchor, Lord.
No. You must be his better half. May Agir bless your voyage.
Aegir, I'm guessing the Norse god of the sea. Right? Like Poseidon? Oh, sit. Never mind.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into those pulls!
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Ragnar, sing a song to lift our hoof.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our
Fart
way.
from Thor.
An ocean lies before us, Eivor, and on its far side, a
Oh,
new
I'm not
kingdom
controlling this.
waits.
Nope.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent
better.
a season in their kingdom of
nice.
Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar
Sons
will
of
have claimed
Ragnar.
its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. And in time, all of England will know of Raven Clan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
Pretty small boat, but I'm guessing it was just them, that's why. Woo! Let's go, baby. This is officially the start. We just finished the prologue. It's just getting started. Achievement unlocked. To England. Leave. What the frick is going on? We're back with the modern day? Yep. Is this Layla? That's Layla? No. This is someone else. If that's Layla, they've changed her up a lot. There's a staff. Just a piece of meat. I just gotta hear her talk.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Sirka told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away.
Damn.
Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening. And if we cannot
It's a
find an
Desmond
answer
Miles.
soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate,
It's like the
even the way
protective
we
dome
evolve
that...
forever.
Oh, that is
Dr.
Layla, okay.
Sirka went
It
on
is.
to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean.
They changed her up. She looks different. That was a different character.
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Whoa. Is that Eivor's skeleton? It looks like it is. Is that... Oh, yeah, no shit. It has to be Eivor's skeleton, or else how did they get a piece of DNA, huh? Maybe.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
Yeah, it is Eivor. Must be here in England, right? Every time they let us play in the modern time, it's always very, like, boxed in. I don't know if they're working eventually towards a modern-day Assassin's Creed game. Like, that's probably the end goal. Or... if it's always just gonna be like this, the modern-day section of the game is always just gonna be little mini adventures, so to speak. Not even adventures, just an exploration. I could go over here. Oh, fuck. Good. If I could go over here, I'll go over here. Oh, okay, yeah, they're in England. Seems like they are. Wait, why didn't it change? It's crazy. What?
Layla, you can't run away from this.
Oh, okay, never mind. No, look at this. The lighting in this game. What the fuck?
Someone's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize. Tempting.
What does it sound like? That sounds like a pepper. No, what the fuck? What is that? Okay.
Another satellite. Damn.
Oh, that's a satellite. Oh, I see. It's causing the satellites to just fall. Holy shit. It seems like what Desmond did protected the Earth for about 8 years, and then now it's actually doing the opposite, or it's so good at protecting the Earth that it's like they were saying it's
Probably
messing
bought
with
this at a
everything.
coffee shop somewhere in Concord.
Guess that's where we're at. Car you just came out of.
I'm not going anywhere. Not yet.
Man, this is beautiful. It's a really nice game. Really nice looking game.
It's beautiful. But it's not normal.
It's that dome, I'm telling you. When Desmond sacrificed himself, that's what was able to protect the Earth. Or else they would have already been dead. None of this would have been happening. At least the majority of them would have been dead. I remember they showed us a preview of what would have happened if Desmond would have not sacrificed himself. He would have ended up becoming like another like messiah in a way. So he was gonna have so much knowledge, then he's gonna help the remnants of humanity rise up from the ashes again.
Oof. I'd rather walk into town than use this.
He's like, nah. The water, man, the water. Looking so simple, so good looking.
Some quality stuff here.
Right back.
Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Oh. Alright, let me see, guys. Let me just share it. I didn't mean to duck. I don't know why she did that. Let me just share it on my Twitter. My Twitter. On my Twitter. Tweeter. There, that works. Geese on the nice side. I don't know what I meant. Alright, let's go, guys. Let's keep playing this quick modern part of the game. We are back with Layla. Layla Hassan. It looks different though. You'll know what I mean once you see it yourself. Looks like it. Not look nowhere near the same. They changed the face model. Look, you can't tell me that looks like the same Layla from Odyssey and even Origins. Like, it's just not. Same voice actor for sure, and it is the same character, but different model.
Ooh, mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How was the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Even Abstergo's losing their satellites.
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day.
Yeah, I won't remember that.
They're using an Airbnb, that's funny.
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge. Sean, don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it. That's quite nice. Soothing. You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool.
Be vibing. She be vibing. Oh, she vibing. Oh, yeah, she vibing. Let me stop.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America.
Wait, what? She was
Apart
here?
from that, it's just a
shit.
bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Eivor made it to America.
The
Holy
mood
shit.
stabilizer.
She was part of those Vikings.
Yes.
that
It's
were
not
said to have
harmful,
gone
is it?
To have made it here.
I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before.
Oh.
Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time
That's why
in
she's
8
working
years,
with them now.
then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah?
Shit.
Just until we figure this out.
Yeah, she ended up killing an
You're
Abstergo
right.
agent
I know you're right.
with the staff, I remember. She just put it right through her spine. That shit was, ugh. Oh, man. I remember it was even out of character. I was like, damn. It's usually not. That doesn't make them any better than the Templars in that aspect, you know? So I'm glad that they're actually addressing that in this game. And not just like brushing over it. She had to leave her old team because they couldn't work with her anymore after that. They were like, yo, what the fuck? Like, literally, what the fuck? Because then they don't know, you know? What about she goes cray again and
Be nice to
she
sleep
ends
in a
up
real bed when this is
killing
over.
one of them. But William needs her. Okay, this is to go back. Right? Just to talk to her. See what she has to say.
Feeling okay?
No
Better.
wonder I was like, who is Rebecca?
But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds. Fighting over one brain.
Huh.
It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense. Noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
You see, look, they look at her like they're like, please don't snap again. Use the laptop.
Let's
real
have
quick
a
before we
look.
Go back into that. It's good to know. Alright, let me just share it real quick again on some groups I mean. Groups, okay, that one. That's right after the universe, yep. Yep. This one right here. Okay, post it again. Yeah, I read the first time. And one more right here. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Alright, let's read all this. Mailbox. Let's read the mail first. It says Rami Hassan. Disappearing for a while. Started from the top. Yeah. It says from Rami to Layla. Thanks for clearing that up in such profound detail. I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. Wait, what the hell? They're talking about COVID? Holy shit. I don't have COVID, no. Well, I'm isolated. It's just 3 of us traveling together, staying out of sight. Huh. Oh, this is how it starts, no wonder. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, from Raimi to Layla. I don't like the sound of any of this, Layla. Okay. And I don't like where this is leading. Now, using phones is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number, I suggest you call it. And no, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so would bury me in questions I cannot answer. And to tell father you no longer work for Abstergo would break his heart. Ah, that's all he ever talks about, how his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I would not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? Is that why you're being cagey? Something else? Call him, call me, and stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want to know that you're safe. Ram, okay. That's his brother. That's her brother, I mean. Rami. Forgive the short email. I wanted to call, but I'm not using phones right now, and my time is limited. I'm still recovering from my trip. Things got out of hand, and nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research, and it was, but not for whatever she's trying to say. That right there. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for Abstergo. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story. I won't bother you with the details, but it wasn't me. It wasn't for me. Leave it at that. The group I'm with now, I can't explain, not over email, but they've shown me things, given me opportunities, and opened my eyes to a broader view, but not without cost. In fact, I fucked up last year. Bad. More than once, and I need to make it right. I know all this sounds cryptic. It is. But I'm not in danger, not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it's because I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on keywords that might raise alarms. Do I sound paranoid? A little. Here's the point. Don't worry about me. I'm with a couple of people who I trust now. They've been at this a lot longer than I have, and they're going to see me through this. Promise. At this time next year, things will be better. The skies will be clear. Earthquakes will stop, and we'll celebrate Ramadan together. It'll be just like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Baba I miss them, and that I'm doing fine. Your sis. Damn. All bad, man, all bad. Alright, subject, next steps. What the fuck? Let me read this, okay. Cut starts from the bottom, so from unknown sender to Layla. L, one last message. Oh wait, no, from the top. Yeah, from the top. No, from the bottom. Okay, one last message. After which all communication between us via this account or any other will cease. We have our own ways of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. The previous team made this mistake. They knew the risk, but they were sloppy, left traces of their activity on everything. Digital fingerprints everywhere. That would not happen with us. My colleagues tell me the initial meeting went well. They are impressed. If I'm a little wary of the influence your new toy has on you, but they knew better. They know better than most that it means to live. What it means to live with such a burden. I am curious to know more about this heir of memories epithet. It is not a phrase we have heard in all of our decades of research. In a few weeks' time, we will contact you once more. If you are interested in proceeding, follow our instructions to the letter. If you are not interested or if you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to heart. The world is sick and getting sicker. The Earth's magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent. And now we have credible reports of a new and deadly virus spreading through Asia. It can feel like we're living through a Yeastian nightmare. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. In many ways we are. But there is hope. There is a cure. Us. In the past few months we have come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A message. A very promising message that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of a solution, join us. If not, we wish you the best of luck. Who is this person? Is that the one that they ended up with? Like the group that she's with now? Okay, 19, 10, 40, okay, 17's right here. No, wait. Okay, I'm ready. That's it, yeah. She just said I'm ready. They said good. Alright. And that's it. Okay. Files. English locals. No. Layla's you tripes about England, Bex, and I thought you might want to keep your eyes open for a few things. Assassin bureaus. Huh. Or the hidden ones more accurately. They operated in Roman Britain between the years 100 and 430 BCE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain, so I imagine their leaving had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished or loss of faith? Not sure, but we do know that it was several hundred years before the Hidden Ones returned to the island. It may be Basim and Hytham are the first in half a century. Oh shit. So they were already there. Interesting. From our own archives, I believe there are 6 main bureaus operating in the Roman period. Leicestershire, London, Winchester, probably right, York, Essex, Gloucestershire? I don't know how you pronounce this. These won't be the Saxon names, so you have to read between lines. Animus anomalies. Bex noticed these about 10 embedded in the simulation. They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Eivor's memories. Approach with caution. We don't know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless, they may induce occipital shock, or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warned you. Pieces of Eden. We don't know of any Easter artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they're out there, and this was a period where they often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs and tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be? How could that not be an Easter site? I mean, for real. Session report. Let me just drink a little bit of water, guys. Not too much, just a little bit. Alright. Animus session report. November 3rd, 2014. Operator Rebecca Crane. Subject Sean Hastings. Oh, he's been in Animus as well. And the reporter is William Miles, the father of Desmond. Preface. The transformation of the Order of the Ancients into the Templars, as we know them today, has always been a subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution. But at present, no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. Wow. So it seems like maybe the Templars themselves don't even know exactly how they evolved from that order. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record, with some exceptions. It is commonly understood that the origin of the Knights Templar dates back to 1119 CE, and this was indeed the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contract from Normandy in the mid-11th century, the author makes free use of the term Templar. An earlier letter, this time from a hidden one in the region of modern-day Dorset, circa 978 CE, makes mention of a Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. From this, we can safely assume that the Templar Order, as an entity distinct from the Order of the Ancients, existed at some point in the mid-10th century. Huh. Wow. So it probably broke off. Didn't necessarily evolve, it just broke off. It happens, it's not uncommon. Especially in groups that have a long time in existence. Like eventually, not always, but eventually people develop differing ideas of how they should live their life or manage their affairs, and I'm guessing that's probably what happened with the Order of the Ancients. It's probably a group of them, right? A large enough group of them that began to disagree with how they were doing things, and thought that they could do it better. So then they broke off, and around that time period in the mid-10th century, they started to go on about doing what we know that they did. With an aim to expand our understanding of this dark age, one of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search for further clues to this age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of little use for our purposes. Sean Hastings began the first of his 7 sessions on October 5th, 2014, so 2 years after Desmond died. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, he followed various matrilineal and patrilineal lines into the past, focusing on the 9th, 10th, and 11th centuries in search of assassins and or Templars in his bloodline. He found none. Minor interest, however, was the following personage here noted for the peculiarity of his biography. Ulriker Thorvaldsson, an early 9th century Jew who sailed north from modern-day Denmark with a wooden plank bearing a carving of a map that purported to mark the location of Thor's hammer. Ulriker made it as far as Stavanger before running afoul of a powerful clan there. Ulriker was defeated in battle and enthralled as a slave. He escaped his captivity some 10 years later and returned to Jutland to marry and settle down. The location of Ulriker's map is unknown, and the existence of Thor's hammer, a precursor relic, no doubt, remains unconfirmed. So Thor's hammer is going to end up being like an Isu artifact. Ulriker's ancestors would later sail to England following the Normans' conquest of the island, settling in what is now called Loughborough in modern-day Leicestershire. The irony that a man named Hastings would contain no useful genetic memory data regarding the Norman invasion of England in 1066 was not lost on our dear subject. Still, he retained his usual chipper wit and asked if he might next relive the genetic memories of his grandfather to, quote, give a oh wow, a proper bollocking. Nice. Proper beatdown, man. Strange message. Okay, I gotta hear this. Let me see, guys. Let's see what this is all about. Fuck. Gotta put my controller there. Alright, cool. Let's see what this is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Oh, this is what led them to the gravesite of Eivor.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed.
True.
It underpins everything, right? It's about free will.
Yeah.
It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will.
Yeah.
It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right.
True, though.
It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether.
Yeah.
Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction.
Yep.
That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is,
Absolutely.
you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. Stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself.
Yeah.
And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
Yeah.
But that's just going through the motions.
Just keep agreeing with all this.
It makes
That's
people
so
feel
true.
like,
Holy shit.
like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex,
They don't want that, no.
that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des.
Nice.
Come here. Bring it in, bud.
Makes
I
you
don't
miss
normally like
Desmond,
touching,
man.
but
Seriously.
make an exception now.
Got a little bit of
I am
emotion
not
just hearing this.
hugging
What
you.
the fuck?
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Yep. Those were 2 great games. I mean, 3, 4, no 5. That was like 4 or 5 games with him. I believe so. Yeah. I started with Assassin's Creed Revelations, ironically. Then I worked my way backwards and then forwards again. Right before Assassin's Creed 3 was released. Alright, let's see. For Layla. This is from Sean. This is why she's working with them.
Thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences. So, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway. So, turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. I see. So that's why he sent these. Yeah, so she could listen to them.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day.
Ah.
Nothing intrusive,
Altair and
just
Ezio,
brief
let's
moments.
go.
They passed quickly, almost without me noticing, like a figure in the corner of my eye, or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up.
Questioning.
Couldn't stay true to his
right.
ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too.
Connor?
Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates.
Yeah, from Black Flag.
I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more.
Yep, essentially.
Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution.
Shit.
It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA.
No wonder.
And that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
No wonder.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me.
Same way that
Drives
the
me
staff
mad.
is pulling at lately.
And what I did to Lucy. God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did.
That's why
The
they
pain
put
I caused.
I know.
Desmond's crew
But you're special. That's the point.
with
I'm not
Layla, because
special,
they understand.
I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second.
As long as they
What I
believe in the
wanna know
creed.
is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Nice. I like that they included this, guys, honestly. You know, for the Assassin's Creed fans out there, you know that this part, the modern part, is actually really crucial to the overall story. When you go on the Animus, you're just like them, you're just experiencing time in the past. It's also very fun. Alright, cool. Let's go. What else do we got? The messengers? Eastern messengers. Alright, it's gonna be the last one, then we'll keep playing. Because there's a lot more to read. Before we meet at the site, I want you to see these. Last week I reviewed the logs from my time with Bayek and came across some old notes. In the years I explored Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled across 6 Isu temples, most of which were buried beneath pharaonic tomb sites. Each temple contained an Isu message, clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the messages as they played. They may have been encoded in a way that only someone with an animus could see them. Huh. It's been a few years. It's like the Isu knew. At some point humanity would create a machine like the animus. It's been a few years since I last heard these messages, so my memory is foggy, but the notes I scribbled down have a clarity that I trust. Might be something to all this, I don't know. Often I grasp outside my area of expertise. I am enthusiastic, but often wrong. Let me know if something else strikes you. Layla. So message 1. Layers upon layers of reality, each burn into the next. Which is real, and which is not? What if none are real? What if everything you know is false? We ran thousands of simulations, searching for the right version, searching for Desmond. Each one of them felt real, but there's no way of truly knowing. Is there? Not for sure. Anything can be simulated, and finding the answer could mean erasure. Teasing the assassin maxim, nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Must be careful not to confuse truths with facts, however, a language game you will always lose. Though we may stumble in our attempts to interpret it, the world, the universe, reality, what have you, it is always out there. I believe that, simulator or no. We could imagine a dozen nested simulations, and each one, on the level of itself, would constitute a full reality. Wolfram via Conway suggests the universe is a giant cellular automata. And further, there's a point where the difference between simulated and real is meaningless. If the universe were a simulation, what would it matter? The simulation qua simulation itself would be real, and therefore everything within it would be real within the confines of the simulation. Well, yeah, especially the simulator wouldn't have an idea of proving or really knowing that they're simulated. Say scientists were able to simulate pain by inducing only a few neurons to fire. No physical harm. I am in pain, the subject says. No, you only believe you are, says the scientist. This is meaningless as is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. Oh shit. It's like the Isu were already... They were already investigating how reality was made. Trash. Abstergo interrogation. Oh, I'm gonna have to read that later. And we come back to the modern time. Now let's go back into times. It's Animus time again.
Alright, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead.
I'll scrub ahead. Just gonna jump ahead. See, like, the staff is calling to her.
Layla, you okay? Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
They're alright.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... That message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep, I dream. And in my dreams, I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one.
Oh, I know who it is. Find the mad one, find me. I know who it is. I'm calling it right now. It's Desmond. That's Desmond.
Unsettling, that is.
Mm-hmm.
That
He
pulse in the
touched that
message.
artifact.
Are you sure it's just
Not only
coordinates?
killed him,
Nothing
but
else?
Send them to the
Nothing
same
I can find.
place where the Isu.
Okay,
The Isu
I'm ready.
afterlife, essentially.
Here we go.
It's like a simulation that they created. If I'm not wrong. I think I'm not. That's what I remember.
There she is. England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. And will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set.
Kingdom of Mercia.
We must be wary. Randvi, dig in your oars! All standing!
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your way. We will see you soon.
Sail on.
Yes, I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not, for they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single room to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Dag. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them. Like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
Yeah.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
Oh damn! I like that. Starting to show how they're already starting to criticize each other's religions. Although Eivor like, it's not that good.
Look there! What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dag. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. And someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled. Come to, stop the boats. Pull up over there. The way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before pressing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
That's why Sigurd
I will
knows
be
so
right
much, because he's
behind
already
you.
been
No, Dad.
in different
You stay
areas of the
here.
world.
Should trouble
He was in
come our way,
Constantinople.
I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the
You must have
arrow and
learned
keep
about
your
the
sharpest
religion over
axe at hand, huh?
Something like that. Hold on, you.
What do you see?
Resources. Release the naval chain.
I should be cautious around here.
Now what? Crawled into the brush, have you?
Let's go. I like that ability. It's pretty nice. Oh shit. They went ahead and animated that man. Full on beheading. They went the route of the Witcher 3. Alright, River Chain Blockade. Let me take this off real quick. This says, after conducting several trials, we have found that these naval chains will hold against even the most durable Danish longships. Ha! That's what they put them, trying to stop the Danish. So long as the mechanism remains intact. Several more blockades will be constructed in the coming months in order to be installed on the rivers leading inland. And this is our best defense against any forthcoming incursions. It is imperative that these blockades be maintained and kept operational at all times. Any failure of function is to be reported immediately. Oh, there's got to be a malfunction, right? You're about to see it right now.
This chain is huge, and poorly anchored it appears. I might be able to shoot it. The path is clear.
Chain is away! Hey, boy! Back to the boat! We should be close to more surprises.
Let's go. Let me share it.
Kind word, people.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dag. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy. And ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dak?
And he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans,
Romans
and their
and
empire.
Oh.
Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to be remade. We will rebuild their empire brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, Dog. The ruins are not a warning. They're a testament.
They're a testament,
Look
that's
there,
true.
just ahead, where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find?
No. Let us get a closer look.
We gotta approach with caution. Probably knew they were heading there and they want to ambush them. New territory.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they stop the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
They're not Norse.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a young. And if they are foes, then we fight them all together.
Yeah, it's because what happened is the Roman Empire they made it into Britain, but not like...
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted
And it was
accents.
towards...
English, no doubt.
Like, almost towards
Dag,
the end
Eivor! On me!
of their empire.
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there? Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, Buckerout, and draw your weapon.
Oh! Let's finish them!
Kill these evil bastards!
You have what you wish for, Dag.
Save you now.
Feels like
Accept
He just turns around and smacks him.
Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right.
Alright, let me just answer this call real quick, guys. Alright, apologize for that. I don't apologize for that. It happens though. I apologize, but it happens.
Not breathing. How are you?
Spoil area scavengers nest still.
Nothing to see here. All good.
What see you, old friend?
Tattoo shop. Oh, okay, this is what I'll be able to build. Showing you how to scavenge. Oh, these things.
Eivor, look at this.
A noise trap. Might be something inside. I will have a look. The climbing is a little bit weird.
Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
Oh, that's yeah, so you saw all the ruins from when the Romans built.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
What the
Quite bold in those bindings.
For
I like
real.
your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
How about here?
What are you thinking?
We could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
Yep.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Doesn't seem to be
Janli,
that much.
Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you.
Let's go. That's how it starts.
From strangers into friends, into family.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The others have arrived. Come.
Is that like a call for war?
I have a good feeling about this
More
place.
battle, or... Oh no, never mind.
I have a good feeling about this place.
Whoa.
Honored family, friends.
Repeat it twice.
Welcome to your new home.
That was just the first show. That's what I added up How Abel then ends up in North America. And with your shield and everything. Nice. It's a very, very nice looking game.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex.
Wessex, yeah.
From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea. Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
Ravensthorpe.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build, expand.
So it does.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge.
Raventhorpe.
Can you help Gunnar get working again?
Ravenport.
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
True.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work, my dear. And what else have you found?
Short notes, mostly. Scraps of plans, old letters. A few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
About 30 minutes left, guys, in this live stream. So, let's take advantage. Speak to Gunnar.
Go, Sunan.
See, I gotta build the encampment. And you do that by raiding. Gotta go be raided.
Not a bad place, Eivor. Not at all.
Can I help you with anything?
Sigurd wants your forge up and running as soon as possible. For that, we need supplies and riches.
Ah, you mean to go a Viking then? Good, good. How I miss those days. Ransacking and pillaging. Blade singing and shield splintering.
I would ask you to join us, but you're the only blacksmith we have. We cannot afford your loss.
Oh, it's no bother. Better I forge axes than swing them. My place is here, not pulling on the oar of a river horse. Though you do remind me, I found a map among the bandits' rubbish, marked up with the locations of Saxon monk huts.
Yes, bandits know as well as we do. Monasteries are full of riches and loot.
Take the map with you, and put it to better use than they did.
Go until. Okay. Monastery taking that along. Let's go location. Okay, synchronization points. Ravensthorpe. East Anglia. London. This little becomes London. Essex. Mercia. Northumbria. Jorvik. And the North Sea. Huh. I need 10 more.
We lack the needed supplies to build Gunnar's forge. I should gather the crew and go raiding.
Way!
Raiding heavily guarded locations, the best way to find wealth.
Bend your ears and listen all. For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, and tomorrow we may build.
At last! We will crack these Christian monasteries like a row of hen's eggs!
The Saxons know we are here. The monasteries will be well guarded.
Ah, by nothing more than priests and prayers, I'd wager.
need your eyes, my friend.
Eivor, look there. A monastery.
I stand ready. Only say the word. Are we leaving?
We are scouting, Dag. All in good time. All ashore! Take what you can and be swift about it!
Or we slay every last man and take all the time we need!
Should we be so lucky? To arms! Find what they hide and take it.
And kill those lords! Descends upon you!
Too bad. You gotta go raid church.
The god of death descends upon you!
That is all we need for gunnery. But there is more if you claim it. Give me a hand over here!
I'll kill you! Strike with me!
Some good
Come!
paintings here!
Help me with this!
Yep, very good. Oh shit.
Oh, my thanks, Eivor. I'll survive!
That's a one right too. Oh, damn it.
Bleeding dunghill!
We're done! Let's get back to the ship! My thanks.
Still reading.
Survey the area, Sunan.
Something else. Return to your settlement and build Gunner's Forge. Alright, after we do that, we're gonna finish this stream, but I'll be back in like 5 hours. Like 5 hours for some epic.
Eivor! Gottas hjá þig!
This was a good day and some fine work from all of you. We should return home and unload everything.
Are you certain there aren't a few more gold nuggets squirreled away somewhere?
My gut tells me no. Sail! Catch the winds!
So, Eivor, what's your count?
Oh.
My count? Dang, I have no need to count my kills. They number too many.
Likely
More
story,
sail!
Wolf-Kissed. Me, I killed 26, I think.
Ah, there were barely a dozen when we arrived, Dar.
No, you missed them. They attacked from the forest.
Let the sail out! Reef sail! Run up the sail! Hush now.
Sorry, guys. Gonna leave them rich.
Back so soon.
Now we can build his 430, yeah? We got double what we need. Now we can forge back.
Ah, this is wonderful, Eivor. A forge bigger and hotter than my old forge back in Fornberg. Come visit me anytime. For weapons and gear, there is no man better than me.
I will, Gunnar. Have no doubt.
Hello,
Building
and well met.
settlement. Gain access to unique services, settlers, quests, and more. By constructing buildings in Ravensthorpe. To construct a new building, approach a signpost with sufficient supplies and raw materials. So that's all you need. Okay. As the settlement grows, it will gain renown and unlock new building opportunities. Nice.
Tell me about what you do here.
If you need something tattooed, you come here and I do it. And you can bring me whatever designs you come upon too. But of course, no shop, no tattoos. Build something for us when you can, and then we'll get working.
Oh, nice.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
So long.
Oh.
Hytham, now that you and Bassam are settled, what will you do?
We have work to do. Starting in the cities of England. London, Jorvik, Winchester, all three are infested by members of the same order to which Kjotve belonged. but their reach extends much further than this. Of all the lands on Earth, I believe England is the most overrun.
Damn. Do they cause here the same turmoil Kjotve caused in Norway?
Not just turmoil. They spread a plague of delusion, teaching men and women to abase and abuse themselves in exchange for power.
You have strong feelings about this.
Of course. This is the sole purpose of the Hidden Ones, to liberate the body and spirit of man from any unnatural shackles. But we have not operated in England for over 4 centuries.
4 centuries.
Since the fall of the Roman Empire, the Hidden Ones have not had a presence here. This absence has given the Order of the Ancients ample room to grow and thrive. Our task will not be an easy one, but with a bureau, Basim and I could begin our work. If you have the time and spare resources to build one, we would be most grateful.
I will see what I can do.
I think that's when you'll be able to get contracts going. I got enough. Hidden Ones Bureau. I'm building. Hytham works here to track the movements of the Order of the Ancients. You'll find those missions here. Let's do it. Now we already have some missions.
This will make a fine space for my work, Eivor. Thank you.
Well, if your work benefits us, I will see that you keep it for as long as you live among us.
I believe it will, for we have common cause against our enemy. They have dug their claws deep into England. Eradicate them where they are strongest, and the alliances you seek will be far easier to come by. In London, they now operate without restraint. If you were to eradicate them, the city would be in your debt.
I will talk with Ranvi about your idea. Get her thoughts.
Good. Yet, before you do, there is something else. A gift I wish to share.
A gift?
I cannot show you here. Will you walk with me?
Let's go.
I will. Lead on.
Follow Hytham.
I hear a heaviness to your breathing, Hytham. Does your wound still trouble you?
It does, I'm afraid. There is a pain in my chest for which I have no remedy.
Rest easy then. So long as your mind stays sharp, you will recover.
Of course. Though I am reluctant to displease my mentor.
You risk your health and your life to please Basim. That I do not understand.
I should not expect you do. When we first arrived, I noted a shadow of suspicion in your eyes. A doubt. A wariness.
Is that a question?
No. Only an observation.
Are you well enough to steer this boat?
I am. Have no worry. It is only prolonged stresses that exhaust me. My energy runs low rather quickly.
And what is this gift you wish to give me?
It will not come from me. It is a gift you must give yourself.
More riddles. What fun you are.
Let me say it another way. My gift is not for giving or taking. It is a way of living.
Still no clearer.
It is a thing better demonstrated than described.
Then I will wait.
Forgive my jest. This gift we call a leap of faith.
Nice.
It is one of our Brotherhood's most sacred rites. It is not a tool we use against our enemies, but an act we embrace to strengthen our resolve. Like your meditation, it centers our minds, steadies our hands, and purges fear from our hearts. And more practically, it aids our movements, in flight or in stealth.
You call it a leap, and we're climbing a rather steep hill.
There it is again. The shadow of a doubt. Nearly there. Our destination is there.
I suspect you mean to throw me off this cliff. Is that it? Please tell me if I'm near the mark.
And spoil the surprise?
Oh man, look at that moon.
To perform the leap of faith, you must give yourself over to something greater.
The gods?
Yourself. Embrace the hope that death will not come before you are prepared to meet it. Believe this, and you will fear nothing.
Our deaths are prefigured, weaved into the fabric of the world. To fear this would be a waste of worry and tears.
Good. Then your mind is already attuned to my lesson.
That's from the Norse teachings. That the fates are the ones that decide what happens with your life. Oh wow. Changes in lighting. I could see like any cloud. A cloud starts going above and it's like covers the light. That's crazy. Oh, there's something there.
I will leap first. On my word, you must follow. Lean into your faith, into your strength, and take flight.
You want me to jump from here?
Whoa.
Yes.
I would sooner grow wings and fly away. Thank you for the lesson, but...
Wait! And watch!
She's like, what?
Hide them! Hide them! Pig-headed fool! Are you injured?
You see? My faith grew stronger than my fear!
And that loam cushioned your fall.
Eivor! I have not seen this side of you before! Do not feed your fear, conquer it!
I've seen my death in a vision. It was not here. Not today.
There we go.
A perfect fall! And how did it feel?
You spoke true. It was madness and vigor and a perching of fear. A gift I give myself. I see that now. Thank you for showing me the way.
Of course. And thank you, Eivor, for hearing me out.
You called this leap of faith a sacred rite. Do all Hidden Ones practice this same ritual?
As far as I know, it is a rite of initiation that dates back to just before the birth of the Christian Jesus.
Yep. Are you hoping to initiate me?
I might try if I believed you would join. But that is not my purpose in England. Basim and I are hunting larger prey.
The Order of Ancients.
Yes. You remember the medallion you took from Kjotve's body? That is their symbol. They are a plague, one we hope to purge from this world. Like us, they act in secret. But their aim is to rule the world, not free it from unnatural fetters.
The desire to rule is not unique to this order. Sigurd and I want the same. A land to call our own, and the honor that comes with it.
Do not compare yourself to such people. The Order has no honor, no principles, no humanity. Yet they sit on a great many of England's thrones. If you seek to pacify England for the safety of your clan...
Then it may be in my interest to give you aid. I understand.
You desire alliances. We seek to rid England of its deepening rot. Where these hopes meet, our cause does too. You may think this land ruled by harmless jarls and bumbling thanes. Yet look more closely, and you will find a deeper threat. The Order's invisible hand touches all. It shapes everything, instilling its poison into every level of society. From the lowliest fishmonger to the richest merchants, from wealthy thanes to youth... Basim has given me one task here. To locate and eliminate the Order of Ancients in England, in whatever dark corners they reside. If we work together towards this end, it will benefit us both. You will have greater influence over the kingdoms of England.
And you will have more medallions to count.
Exactly. You should begin in London. I have credible reports that the Order is working now to seize the city.
I will speak with Randvi about this.
And while you are there, be on the lookout for our symbol. Centuries ago, the Hidden Ones had bureaus built around England. There were 6, I believe. If you can find them, search them well for documents bearing the same symbol. It will greatly aid my studies.
I will. Thank you, Hytham, for all of this.